You lead teams, you make million-dollar calls on 3 hours of sleep. But when it comes to your own body, you're still following advice from 2005. Even the most dialed-in execs that I coach, the ones who win everywhere else, are still falling for the same outdated fitness myths. And it's not just costing them the results. It's draining time, wrecking recovery, and silently aging their body faster than it should. So in this video, I'm breaking down the 5 biggest lies still holding back busy professionals and showing you exactly what to do instead based on real-world data and high-performance science. No fluff, no clickbait, just the exact strategies I give to my executive clients so they can train smarter, stay consistent, and build pain-free strength that actually lasts. Let's start with the one that ruins most bodies. More is better. It makes sense, right? You've been trained to believe that time in equals results out. Work harder, grind longer, and you'll get the edge. If I'm not working out 5 to 6 days a week, I'm falling behind. But here's the truth. Your body doesn't actually care how hard you train if it never gets a chance to adapt. That's where most high performers blow it. They treat workouts like punishment instead of what they really are, a stimulus. You don't grow during the workout, you grow in the hours and days after it. So if you're stacking 5 hard sessions per week, sleeping 6 hours, and wondering why nothing's improving, this is it. More is not better. Better is better. Here's what I tell my exec clients. Train 3 days a week like it matters. Recover like it's your job, and you'll outperform the guy burning out in 6. This one shift saves time, reduces injury risk, and builds the one thing most execs lack: repeatable compounding progress. Let's talk about the most overused and overrated tool in fitness: cardio. Most people still think if I want to lose fat, I've got to do more cardio. Here's the truth. Cardio burns calories, but it doesn't build the engine that burns calories 24/7. If your only fat loss strategy is logging miles on a treadmill, you're leaving results on the table and muscle mass behind. And muscle isn't just for looks. It's your metabolic driver. More lean mass means higher resting energy expenditure, better insulin sensitivity, better hormonal balance, and easier long-term maintenance. Meanwhile, traditional cardio often leads to what we call skinny fat results. You lose weight, but you're not in shape. You're not strong, and you're not healthy. And here's the kicker. The whole fat burning zone thing, mostly misunderstood. Low intensity cardio burns a higher percentage of fat during the session, but high intensity strength training burns more total fat overall, especially after the workout ends. Fat loss is systemic, not local, and definitely not linear. So what should you do instead? Lift 2 to 3 times a week. Think compound movements. Add short, high output conditioning, and use cardio strategically for recovery, not as punishment. Then let nutrition do the fat loss work. You are not a hamster, so stop running like one. Let me guess, you judge your workouts by how hard it hurts to sit down the next day. If I'm not sore, it didn't work. But soreness is not proof of progress. It's just localized inflammation. In fact, chasing soreness can backfire. It leads to compensation, missed workouts, overuse injuries, and worse performance. You don't want to crush one heroic session, then skip the next 3 because you can't move. Soreness is a side effect, not a scorecard. So how do you measure progress the right way? Are your lifts trending up? Are your reps smoother? Are you recovering faster, sleeping better, and moving pain-free? These are real markers of improvement. You're not training to wreck your body. You're training to build one that performs in the gym and in the boardroom. You want a body that shows up every day, not one that breaks every Monday. If I had $1 for every time someone said, I just want to get my abs back, I could retire and open a gym that only trains glutes. I get it. You want visible progress. Executives love proof, and a 6-pack feels like proof. But chasing abs as your goal is one of the fastest ways to destroy performance, energy, and health. Abs don't tell you anything about your posture, your spinal stability, your recovery, or your stress load. Plenty of people with abs are secretly wrecked. Low testosterone, bad digestion, brittle movement, and crappy sleep. You can't crunch your way to core strength, and spot reduction is a myth. Fat loss happens systemically, And true core function comes from deep stabilization, not Instagram ad workouts. So what do you focus on instead? Train for movement quality. Build full body strength that transfers. Improve your posture, breathing, your pelvic control. Let aesthetics emerge as a byproduct of function. When your body moves well, when it stabilizes, resists force, and recovers fast, it starts to look like it works. And that's the kind of body you can keep for decades, not just for a photo. Here's the myth that kills more momentum than any other. If I miss a week, I've lost it. It shows up after a trip, a deadline, or a bad night's sleep. I missed 3 days, so what's the point? That's perfectionist thinking disguised as discipline. But here's what you need to know. Consistency isn't doing everything perfectly. It's showing up imperfectly over and over and over again. The people who stay in shape year round, they don't never miss. They just don't quit when they do miss. So what should you do? Build minimum effective dose sessions. 15 to 20 minutes. Use travel-friendly workouts. Have a fallback week built into your calendar. Default to something, not nothing. You're not a robot. You're a high-performing human being, and your body needs flexibility to win long-term. Missing 1 week won't break you, but believing that it does will. So here's the truth. It's not that you don't train hard enough. It's that you've been training under the wrong assumptions. You don't need 6 workouts a week. You don't need to chase soreness or sweat or shrink wrap your abs. You need a system that works like you do. Efficient, strategic, built to last. The same way you run your business with intention, you should be running your body with one too. Train with leverage, not ego. And if you're ready to drop the guesswork and finally train like a high performer, here's what to do. Drop a comment. Tell me which myth you've believed the longest. Then grab the free executive training starter plan linked in the pinned comment. No fluff, just a plug and play framework to start fixing this today. You already operate at a high level. Now it's time your body caught up.